Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Did you know that statistically, your chances of being struck by lightning are higher than your vote deciding a national election? And yet, billions of people all over the world head to the polls every election season. Why? Is it because they love standing in long lines? Probably not. This puzzling phenomenon is what political scientists and economists call the paradox of voting. Stick around because this paradox isn't just about math. It's about human psychology, game theory, and even a touch of philosophy. Okay, let's break it down. The paradox of voting starts with a question. Why would a rational person vote if the chances of their vote deciding the election are practically zero? Here's how economists look at it. They use a formula called the Downsian model, named after Anthony Downs. According to this model, the decision to vote depends on 4 factors. 1. The probability that your vote will decide the outcome. 2. The benefit you'd get if your preferred candidate wins. 3. The cost of voting. Think about time, effort, or even money spent on getting to the polling station. 4. A bonus factor, which we'll get to later. But here's the thing. The probability of your vote deciding a national election is almost always close to zero. For example, in a US presidential election, the odds of your single vote tipping the scale are estimated at about 1 in 60 million. In countries like India, with over 900 million eligible voters, the odds are even slimmer. If P is basically zero, then why do people bother to vote at all? Before we dive deeper, let's talk about some real-world elections where single votes, or very few votes, actually did matter. These examples are exciting, but they're the exceptions, not the rule. For most elections, a single vote just doesn't matter mathematically. Yet people vote in droves. So again, if the math doesn't add up, why do we still vote? Let's dig into some answers. Here's where things get interesting. Voting isn't just a rational decision, it's also deeply emotional and social. That bonus factor I mentioned earlier, D in the formula, stands for civic duty. People vote because it feels like the right thing to do. In many democracies, voting is tied to your sense of identity. You're not just casting a ballot, you're saying, I'm a part of this community and I care about its future. It's a powerful emotional motivator. And there's also social pressure. If everyone around you is voting, you're more likely to join in. Nobody wants to be the one person who didn't participate in something so important. Voting isn't just about the individual, it's about collective action. When you vote, you're contributing to the legitimacy of the system itself. That's why even people who know their vote won't change the outcomes still show up, because it's about being heard, being counted, and shaping the future. So why do we vote? The paradox of voting shows us that it's not just about cold, hard logic. It's about duty, identity, and the belief in a shared future. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the paradox of voting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos that break down big ideas in democracy, math, and philosophy. And let me know in the comments, why do you vote? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, keep questioning and keep voting.